You had the Babylonian conquest.
Right.
And then Jews were expelled during that period of time and sent to what we now call the diaspora, which is...
What was that approximate time? You know,
Oh, Lord, we're talking about 1,000 before the Common Era, about 1,000 BCE.
Right.
And then after the Babylonian rule, then there was the Muslim conquests. And then the Muslims came in, and they actually, the Persians, if you to be more specific, and they allowed the Jews to return to their homeland and join their fellow Jews who never left in the first place.
Right.
So they came back, and they were able to reestablish their temple and ultimately regain sovereignty over the land of Israel. And then, of course, they were expelled again. So first the Babylonians, and then the Romans expelled the Jews from the land. And then the Ottoman Empire ultimately, if you fast forward, took over. Okay, and the Ottomans controlled the territory for some 400 or 500 years.
Right.
But Jews still remained in Eretz Israel, which was the land of Israel. We call it Eretz Israel. It's the land of Israel. Jews still remained there. And although lived as second-class citizens, what we call dhimmis, they were treated pretty well under the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans, they were more of a secular type of regime, if you will, and they promoted individual religious freedom amongst Christians, Jews, Muslims, Arabs, and so that was a relatively decent time for Jews, but still never left the land en masse. So every time Jews had sovereignty over the land of Israel, they were ultimately expelled by a greater power and then came back over time.
Right.
So not only did they not fully leave, not only were they not fully expelled, but they always maintained their desire to return.
After being colonized, essentially over and over again. I think it's interesting that these terms, talk about cultural misappropriation, right? These terms that are being used to attack the Jews are terms that the Jews have gone through forever. You're talking about colonizing, which they've obviously been colonized over and over again. You're talking about genocide. We all know what genocide the Jews went through.